Hi everyone! Today I'm reviewing the So Bronze Self-Tanning Body Lotion in the shade Medium Dark. I ended up giving this product 2.5 out of 5 stars, so it was another average product. This product is $29.50 online, or you can get it at Ulta. And it comes in a 5.5 ounce bottle, so that works out to over $5 an ounce, which is pretty pricey. This product does come out with a really dark guide. So when you squeeze it onto your hand, it's almost black. So be careful with that. And it feels like a kind of thicker lotion. And the smell, when I first smelled it, I absolutely loved it. It smells very tropical. I squeezed it onto my hand and it smelled really yummy. It smelled like bananas and coconut. But once I started rubbing it onto my skin, it like activated the DHA or something because it started to reek. It smelled very strongly of DHA and I didn't like the smell anymore. So I changed my mind very quickly on that. As far as putting it on goes, I definitely would suggest using a tanning mitt because it's really messy. The dark guide gets all over the place, and this product was just an absolute nightmare to put on because once you start rubbing it into your skin, you can't get the dark guide to rub in completely. So I finally gave up after a few minutes of trying to rub it in. It just wouldn't rub in. So I went to bed looking very streaky because the dark guide just wouldn't blend into my skin at all. I was hoping that guide would wash off the next day and the product underneath would be smooth, there would be no more streaks, but that wasn't exactly the case. It took about 25 to 30 minutes to dry, which is about average. And the messiness was the highest I've ever seen. It's just very messy and you have to be very careful while it dries because it'll stain any sheets you have. If you sit on the sofa, just be careful because it will stain it. So while it's drying about that 30 minutes, just be very wary of that. The color produced was very dark. I actually did like the color, but it was very streaky. So I was kind of disappointed because it got me very dark and I was hoping that the streaks would go away once I showered the product off, but they didn't. So this product would have been a great color if it weren't for the streaks and the splotchiness. So when I washed off the guide, I could see it coming off in the shower. I had hoped that the streaks would go away with that, but the streaks were still there. I had these really long streaks on my legs and I looked pretty scary. But it's just too bad because the color was a dark shade and I liked it. It lasts about 3 to 4 days and then it starts to fade. And it does fade very streaky and splotchy, just like the color looks on your body that full 3 to 4 days. But it starts to get very splotchy around day 4 and it looks totally unnatural, not natural at all. So I didn't like that either. I don't think men will like this product because it does come out with the dark guide is very shimmery. So once you put it on your body, it's very shimmery. It kind of gives you a glow, and I did like that part of it, but men will not like that at all. Also, it reeks of DHA, and the color is just way too splotchy. And it's pretty expensive for an average product. So for more information on this product, as well as many others, visit us online and on Facebook and Twitter.